We're here in the beautiful Hawks Cay with the qualified captain. We got Aaron, we got Nick from Spear Channel and Onslow Bay. See the beautiful 33 behind me? Today is actually the grouper opener. So the first day you can go after grouper, and we're gonna do it here with the entire team. So the wind's blowing a little bit, but otherwise beautiful weather. Hopefully we have some luck. We hear they're getting them out there. So we're gonna try it, see what happens. We're gonna bring you guys along for the ride. Let's go. So we're headed out of the channel. Hawks Cay Resort is an amazing spot for any Florida Keys boating or fishing. We're minutes away from, open ocean. We'll show you here in a minute. And it's an absolutely beautiful resort. They have a lagoon in there that's kind of protected for the kids. You can paddleboard, hang out at the beach, or obviously jump into the pool. So amazing spot. We always love coming here and hanging out with these guys here for the grouper opener is spectacular. Looking forward to it.
Ready when you are.
All right, we have a spot, some numbers that were given to us. This is basically what we hope is a rocky little reef here. So we went up current from it, dropped anchor. Hopefully we drift right on top of it. And we're gonna chum the water up a little bit with some sand balls, chum and sand combined, drop into a little ball, it sinks down on the bottom, and hopefully we get some grouper around. So we just saw a mackerel jump out of the water going after flyers, flying fish. It was pretty cool, good sized mac. So fishy area, it's a good sign. And the Onslow Bay, honestly, my first run in it, and it's, again, you're all gonna say that we're not telling the truth here, but it's, 3-footers out here and some bigger swells for sure. Boat's running solid, it's got a nice big bow, big flare to it. So we were dry, even the wind is blowing, 20 knots. So we were getting a little bit of spray, but not because of the boat, it was because of that wind just throwing a bit of a mist. Happens on every boat. But overall, very impressed with how solid the boat was and how we ran out here. Everybody was basically on one side of the boat, level the whole way. So good so far. What was the goal of coming down here? Just hanging out, doing some sea trials with Onslow?
Yeah, first, I never really I've never really dived here much. I've dove the Keys once and wanted to shoot a big black grouper. That's the goal. And then after that, this weekend they're doing a big party and sea trials on this Saturday, Sunday. And we already tasted the kill switch. Had a couple of those.
Yep.
Do more of that. But no, the place is Hawks Cay sold out. So it's crazy. That's a good sign.
It's a great spot to do this sort of thing. Yeah. Friends, family, whatever it is.
It's nice
to get out.
That's what I was going to say. The inlets, that's the nicest part. Yeah. Last time we were down here, we were in I forget where, we were somewhere on the Gulf side, and it was kind of a pain because you had to go run and try to find, I forget what inlet, man. I'm not too familiar with the area. But that's so nice to have.
Yeah, being on the ocean side, obviously protected by all the rock they have, so it's nice and calm on the inside. But you get out of the channel, and what are we? A couple miles out, 3 miles out from here. Got these new deep apnea fins that I've yet to even put into salt water. So thank you to the team out there for those. Excited to give them a try out here today.
Got some nice throw flashers in there.
Yeah. Grab it.
It definitely came from way over there. You drop those balls and they all just come in at once. He probably just saw something right now. It's nice being able to see it from the surface.
on that grouper. Flopper didn't go through. He tried to jam it in there. You might have seen it through the video. We followed the grouper back into another hole here. Trying to reset, see if he goes down and picks him up.
I popped him in the head, and I thought I stoned him. And I went to go grab him. I noticed the shaft was only like poking out like this. The flopper wasn't engaged. I went to go grab him. He kicked right off. So then I had to follow him for a little bit over to a little hole he got tucked inside of, and then just breathed up, popped him in the head, brought him up.
Got some pretty good footage there, Nick. From the top side, he's got, you know, the GoPro on his forehead there, but it was cool. Got a good shot on that grouper. Guess he hit it on a hard piece of bone. The flopper didn't go through as he mentioned, but we chased him down. Luckily there's not much current, you know, heading up towards the bow of the boat. We were able to see the ledge that he tucked under, regrouped, went back down, popped it a second time. That was it. So obviously spearfishing is challenging. That's what's fun about it. Nothing easy. We're in shallow water, 40 feet, but visibility is clear, and you got to work for them every single time. So you get to pick the, you know, the fish that you want to take home. It's not, you know, it's a great way of fishing. A lot of fun. You got to be in good shape, and I fear that I'm not in the shape I need to be in. So I'm going to take it. So we got a couple of nice red grouper there. Bottom isn't exactly ideal for grouper. There's not a lot of depth, not a lot of ledges for them to hide in. So we're gonna probably pick up the anchor, drift a little bit, see if we can find some better bottom. And then maybe at that point drop the hook again and start throwing sandballs back down. But
I would say the diet we had before this is probably not ideal. Usually several alcoholic beverages prior to dive day doesn't help.
Conducive to
optimal
performance.
But you know what?
Everybody in?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir. Sometimes you just gotta pull a trig and just get back out there.
Yeah. See, there's a little bit of a color change here. We had sand behind us. This should be hopefully some rocky bottom with some ledges. So we'll see when they jump in. We'll kind of drift this whole thing, see which direction the wind and current is taking us. But this looks about 60 feet, a little deeper.
The plan is to go in and we're just gonna let the current, we're just gonna let the current just move us around and hopefully come across some blacks. And I like covering ground. I mean, it like makes sense. We don't have a ton of spots that we know of, so I'd rather cover ground, try to find fish out. And if we do find an area that is like looking really good, then we can anchor up on top of that sandball, try to bring whatever's hiding in all these little holes and caves out. Later.
So they spotted a fish. The chum balls are working. So basically, you put pressure on it enough, a good chunk of that ball will make it down to the bottom. More often than not, it'll pull a black grouper, a mutton snapper out of its hole, or you know, that's cruising around the area. It'll pull them in. So they say it worked. They saw the fish. They're kind of just waiting for the opportunity to drop down on it. And I threw another chum ball to see if once that hit the bottom, you know, they can line up that dive with it and take it out. So that's exactly why we do this. Drifting areas. Decided to work the chum ball a little bit here since, you know, we have it, might as well use it. And it seems to be stirring up some action. So see if we can line it up and get it done.
And away we go. So Aaron and I saw it sitting down next to a little ledge, just right out in the open. Aaron did a drop on him. He got in close. I think he was like eyeing him, trying to size him up, see if it was legal or not. And then the fish kind of took off. So I kept following the fish till he, just waiting for him to hole up. And once he holed up, I knew it was good. So breathed up for a little bit, took a drop down, waited till I saw his head and just took a top down shot. And luckily, the way I hit him, he came and swam straight out, like basically into my hands, which is nice. So he didn't have to do a little extraction or anything like that. But yeah, we got one on the boat.
All right, so they got a pretty decent black there.
Right there.
Yeah, they get a little bit bigger, but definitely a respectable size. We're actually gonna send that drift up again, see if the guys find a good bottom that we can anchor up and try to chum them up a little bit.
The key, I always heard like the key to fishing is fishing where the fish are, you know? And so if we do that, we're good.
Pioneer.
Kind of up current from them. I got a sandball chum, dropped it in. Eric took a little bit in the mouth. I think I got a sliver in Aaron's snorkel. They said it pulled a black grouper out of its hole, and there's a big Goliath grouper around there as well. Some yellowtail came around, so I'm going to see if I can position us again right ahead of Nick and drop another chum ball. Whoa, 2 feet or less, baby. What I think is happening is they got our second black grouper of the day. Mission accomplished there. So far successful. We really didn't even know if we were going to get out here today because the wind was blowing so bad. But hasn't been terrible. Good team effort. Everybody's working well in the water. We're not doing too bad up here filming and running point as captain. So it's been fun.
That first sandball he tossed in, a smaller grade one, came in and was checking it out. All the yellowtails spooled up around it. And then that second sandball he tossed, this one came out, and I was like, all right, I think that's a better fish.
Yeah.
And definitely better fish.
Nice fish, man. Thank you.
All right, there we go.
Good job, Jordan.
Thank you.
Good fish right there. There it is. That's what we came to get here today. Black grouper. Good size. Obviously, they get a little bit bigger, but definitely not complaining about that. Good job, Jordan. We're gonna loop around. We got the team in the water. Make sure we know where everybody's at. Start chumming them up again.
I mean, sandball is definitely the key to bring him out of the holes, because as soon as he dropped it, that one smaller one came out, and then when he dropped another one, a bigger one came out.
Yeah.
So we picked up the anchor. Check out this water that you get here right a few minutes out of Hawks Cay. It looks like you're in the Bahamas. Did well. You guys did a good job putting some fish in the boat. Nice work.
Yeah,
nice
man.
work. Boom, boom, boom. We're all gassed right now, so gonna call it a day. Head back to Hawks Cay, clean some fish, maybe jump in the pool. Could be worse, right? Well, there it is, guys. We just wrapped up our day here in Hawks Cay with the qualified captain, Spear Channel. We have Onslow Bay and obviously the whole group here. Couldn't have been any better. It was a little rougher than we would have liked in the morning, but honestly, it turned out to be great. We got some good fish, some food for tonight, and a good time, which is most important. So hope you guys enjoyed the video, and maybe we get the chance to do this a little bit more.